The fourth indictment of century, U.S. Army's report on comfort women.
The location was the Foreign Correspondent Club of Japan in central Tokyo in March of 2015. At the press conference, Ikuhiko Hata, the top Japanese expert of the comfort women issue and a leading scholar on Japanese contemporary history, were faced with a question raised by the Associated Press, reported as follows. In recent years, have been effort to receive the facts regarding the comfort women issue. What is the aim of these efforts? Hata replied, for Japan, the issue of the comfort women is over. However, Korean and South Japanese NGO do not want this issue to end. It has become a completely political issue. It is no longer an academic discussion.
For many years within Japan, there has been public debate over the facts and circumstances regarding the comfort women, as well as currently what the issue is about. The question of how the Japanese case differs from similar instances around the world has also been pursued. Conservative commentators, beginning with those of Sankei Shimbun, has pointed out absolutely that there is no evidence of conceived recruitment of women by the Imperial Japanese Army or other government authorities.
On the other hand, left-wing and liberal-oriented observers, beginning with those Asian Shimbun newspaper, have asserted in support of the Korean accusation against Japan that these women were forcibly recruited by Japanese authorities and placed in the position of sex slave. They based their argument on the testimony of Seiji Yoshida, who claimed the Yamaguchi Prefecture Patriot Rebels Mobilization Chief Shimonoseki Branch, and testified that he and other hospitably rounded up women on Korea's Jeju Island and turned them into comfort women. Incidentally, Yoshida is the only person on the Japanese side who testified that himself forcibly recruited comfort women.
However, before long, more objective observers won this argument. The Asahi Shimbun, after a long and hard search, could not find any documentary evidence or trustworthy testimony of forced recruitment. As a result, its editor have shifted the argument from whether there was or not forced recruitment to the independent issue of women's human rights.
The report, entitled Japanese Army Prisoner Interrogation Report Number 49, which was compiled by the U.S. Office of War Information, a psychological warfare team in 1944, says the following about the issue. The report was compiled from interviews of Korean comfort women taken by the U.S. Army and its year in Burma, present-day Myanmar. A comfort girl is nothing more than a prostitute or professional camp follower attached to the Japanese Army for the benefit to the soldiers. The amount of food and goods provided to them is not large, but because they receive an ample amount of money to buy the things they want, their living circumstances are good. While the Burma, the girls enjoyed taking part in sporting events, picnics, various shows, and attending dinner together with the soldiers. The girls had honograph and were allowed to go to shopping in town. The camel girls were given the right to refuse waiting on customers. The refusal to wait on customers occurred often in the case when customers were drunk. The true situation of the comfort women, as described above, has already become widely known in Japan. Owing the spread of the internet and the fact that now anyone can access a wide range of information. The false reports and misinformation discharged by the media have become more exposed to the strict, discerning eyes of the Japanese public.